Your gut is making you fat. If you struggle with losing weight, and I'm talking about all of my women over 30, then this video is for you. The women that come to me don't think they have gut issues, or that's what they think. And here's the deal, they're eating clean, they're doing the cardio, they're intermittent fasting, they're meal prepping, and by noon, they're bloated. By 2 to 3 p.m., they're fatigued and exhausted. And every single night, they're craving sugar. They think it's willpower or maybe hormones, but it is their gut. And today I'm going to be sharing with you 4 key reasons how to know if your gut is the reason that you're unable to lose weight and do it in a way where you feel phenomenal and have your energy, thyroid health, and full vitality. And these are the exact things that I've worked with specifically with women. And I worked with over 2,000 women over 30, helping them lose 5 to 40 pounds in a matter of 90 days, all by healing their gut, balancing their hormones. And these are women that thought they were broken, tried Ozempic, did lap band, done the intermittent fasting, tons of cardio. They had thyroid issues, chronic fatigue, and were having chronic cravings 24/7. So let's dive right into it. And if you guys are new to following me, I'm Elizabeth with Elizabeth Ayler Fitness. I have my 4-year degree in kinesiology, CSTS. I'm a holistic nutrition consultant, GAPS practitioner, and FDN. But most importantly, I lived it. I was almost 200 pounds as a little girl. I had eczema, rosacea all over my face, entire body. I ended up with 15 types of parasites, H. pylori, SIBO. I had mast cell activation to where I was down to 3 foods. And I kid you not, guys, my hormones went postmenopausal in my 20s. My thyroid was so out of whack with reverse T3. My stress was through the roof. And I got my health back. I lost 50 pounds in a matter of 9 months sustainably, not by cutting my calories, not by doing more cardio, but by healing my gut. So let's dive right into it. So the first key thing, if these are going to be the 4 main reasons how to know if your gut is the reason that's losing your fat loss. Okay, guys? The first key reason is gut dysfunction shows up as metabolic resistance. So what you may notice is that you may get bloating throughout the day. You feel like your metabolism is slowing. Maybe you have acid reflux, bloating, fatigue after meals, needing coffee to get through the day, and even inability to build lean muscle. And here's the deal. When we're trying to lose weight, it's not just about eat more protein, okay? If you're not properly breaking down, absorbing, and assimilating your nutrients, even that protein there, then you're not going to see all of the big benefits. You could be eating the cleanest diet in the world. And I was talking to my client about this earlier, who's literally down 10 pounds and thought her metabolism was broken. But if we have things like gut dysbiosis, things like H. pylori, which could make low stomach acid, if we have SIBO going on, if we have chronic stress, all of that weakens our HCl. And that's what we need to denature our proteins for all of our neurotransmitters. So you could be eating the cleanest diet. You could be on very low calories. But if you're that person that is having the fatigue after meals, needing coffee to just make it through your day, you feel like no matter what, you're training hard, but you're unable to build the lean muscle mass. It's not just about the cutting the calories. This could be a sign of gut dysfunction, just like I talked about with stomach acid. And I want to share a really good example of this because, as I just mentioned, one of my clients come to me. We're only 4 weeks into working together. She has something called EOE, guys. She had thyroid issues going on. She chronic to the point where she thought she had throat cancer. She's training hard, pushing in the gym, eating the cleanest diet, doing the cardio, all of the things, but she could not lose weight. And she was an athlete growing up. She came to me in 4 weeks, okay? She is down over 6 pounds so far. We have not cut anything with her calories. Her EOE, that pain that was waking her up 6, 7 times a night, unable to swallow, felt like cancer in her throat. It is gone. Her stress is gone. Her energy is through the roof. Her ability to recover from her workouts and her motivation for her workouts through the roof. She is not doing intermittent fasting anymore. We are focusing on healing her gut. And if you are that person, you're like, I feel that. I've been putting all the work in. I'm cutting the calories. I'm doing the cardio, but I'm over here having all of these things: thyroid issues, PCOS, chronic anxiety, H. pylori, yeast, candida, and I'm unable to lose that weight still. If you're not going to the bathroom too, it is not just my metabolism is broken and I need to cut more calories and do more cardio. It is, we need to focus on healing your gut, but specific to your body, okay? Don't just go try someone else's gut healing protocol, because your body, your gut is different from everybody else's out there. And if you need help, send me over that DM ready on Instagram, or head to the show notes below after I post this video or the comments. I'm going to put my direct website where you can book a discovery call with me so we can go over everything and see if we're that right fit. Now, I got 3 more for you: reasons why you're unable to lose weight and how your gut could be that underlying cause. Because remember, like I said, all of my clients that are losing the weight, they don't think they got gut issues going on. They come to me for fat loss, but I explain to them, which I'm trying to show you guys now, is your gut is that missing factor with things that even if you aren't bloated too. The next one is gut dysfunction shows up as hormonal chaos, because you can't fix your hormones without fixing your gut. Think about it. We have estrogen dominance, missing periods going on. This is the one that a lot of my clients too, they have very painful periods, PMS flaring up more than usual. Also, waking up at 2 to 4 a.m. in the middle of the night, that has to do with our liver. That has to do with gut detox overload and even our blood sugar regulation. And another one for all my perimenopause women out there hitting their 40s. For the next 10 to 15 years, we're in perimenopause. We have our shifts in our estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. And sometimes we get these horrible hot flashes. We start losing more muscle and we get all of the anxiety and everything. And those symptoms get worse when they shouldn't be. So when we're looking at the second big thing of, hey, I'm unable to lose the weight, it might be the gut. It can show off with our hormones, the estrogen dominance. Clients coming to me saying, my gut is great, but I'm on HRT. My hormones are tanked. My testosterone's low. I'm taking this cream here. I'm waking up through the night, or I have really painful periods or PCOS, and I'm going to all the doctors, they're doing the ultrasounds, and they're unable to show that. And a little fact for you guys is when it comes down to it, your liver, 80% of your thyroid conversion, your T4, which is the inactive form, to your T3, your active form of your thyroid that runs your metabolism, it is in the liver. Also, when we're recycling those excess estrogens in the body, that is in the liver. So if we're not focusing on the gut and the liver and the bile, and we don't have a gallbladder and all these other things going on, it may impact big time us being able to lose weight. And it's very under addressed when it comes down to it. A client of mine, she was, oh my gosh, I get honestly the clients that have the most chronic health issues, and I love it because it's like a puzzle piece for me because of everything I went through. When I'm able to really pull these things together and start focusing on same like little things. This client is actually on my case studies playlist on my YouTube. You need to go to my playlist, Elizabeth Ayler Fitness on YouTube. It's case studies. I share with you all my clients' gut healing, metabolism boosting transformations. She came to me. She was on HRT. She had chronic yeast infections, horrible anxiety, libido down, very, very low, guys. In a matter of 90 days, by healing her gut, she dropped 5 pounds, inches. She got off of her testosterone, but messaged me a few months later. All of her numbers are completely normal. Her libido is back. No more yeast infections, UTIs. The chronic bloat and constipation is gone. So it's not just about losing the weight. It is about losing it in a way where you feel so freaking phenomenal. And if that is you, you're hopping on this live, head to the description once I post a video or DM me ready. This is my passion. You are going to hear me talk so much more this year about the gut and the hormones because this is what I do behind the scenes. Around 12 hours a day, I'm hopping on with clients all around the world that have reverse T3, Lyme disease, Hashimoto's, PCOS, mold, and I heal them. And you guys see me talk so much about the calories and the macros and all of that, but I'm trying to show you that when those things aren't working and we're not in our 20s anymore, and we get to this place of metabolic chaos, chronic stress, fatigue, low energy, even things like exercise, like where you feel like your body can't handle exercise because your cortisol's through the roof, you can't recover, the motivation's gone. It's not just push yourself harder. You want to lose the weight, but you want to lose it in a way where you feel so phenomenal. Now, I got two more for you, and then I got a bonus tip at the end. So this one, I get it so much because I have clients that come to me that have chronic cravings. And I did a video on this on my YouTube called Stop Cravings in 7 Days. You need to check it out. I did it like 2 weeks ago, okay? But gut dysfunction shows up as emotional eating or even cravings. It's not a sugar addiction, guys. You have a gut-brain connection. And gut bacteria, they actually work with the neurotransmitters. I'm a GAPS practitioner, so the gut-the-brain connection. They regulate satiety, our hormones of feeling full and satiated. If we have an overgrowth of the bad bacteria, that can lead to more cravings, more stress eating. You know, if we've been on multiple courses of antibiotics through our lifetime, it doesn't matter if it wasn't within this year. If it was, you were on a ton when you were a little kid, or, you know, a few years ago, you went through chronic stress, or you had a surgery and they put you on a week's worth of antibiotics, and that happened a few times. Or I see clients that have, you know, Accutane. That's a big one. This kills the good and the bad bacteria. It doesn't just come back. And if we keep doing this over a lifetime, on top of if we were a C-section, or you even get your mom and your dad's gut microbiome when you're born. So if they had a lot of gut dysfunction and things going on, that carries on to you. And then everything that happens with your life, that continues to add on in your body. I tell myself I felt like the broken baby because my mom had so many gut issues, but it wasn't a thing back then that gut problems were, you know, the gut wasn't really talked about. So when I was born, I already couldn't do regular milk. I was on soy formula. I had the eczema, the rosacea all over my face and entire body. I had chronic constipation from a little girl with foul smelling gas. I don't know if this is TMI, but I'm throwing it out there, guys, because I feel like someone needs to hear this. And I tried everything. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I was on Singulair for years. I, as a little girl at age 13, bumped into a girl at school, triggered OCD, and was put on antidepressants for over 10 years, eating my feelings away, chronic binge eating. And that's how I gained the weight and was up to 200 pounds, you know, by age 13, because I was on all these antidepressants, being homeschooled, you know, I had all the eczema, the histamine issues, but no one knew it was the gut. And it took me years, over a decade of trial, error, getting the parasites, carnivore, keto, all of these different diets to figure out, Elizabeth, this is what's going on with your body, and this is how you heal it. And when I was able to heal my gut, balance my hormones, everything came back together and the weight just came off. It always felt like I had a film of fluid covering my abs all of the time with my hormone issues, the chronic anxiety, and I couldn't even stop it. I'm not on medication anymore. The OCD is completely controlled. My anxiety, all of that. And it was something that took over my life, guys. I never thought I was going to be able to overcome it. And I did so much therapy, all of the things. So coming back to this, check out on my YouTube, my SIBO playlist. I deep dive into my whole SIBO parasite story. I think you'll find it very, very interesting. But also remember, you need to check out my case studies playlist because Literally, I have so many women on there that share different case studies of getting off HRT, Hashimoto's, PCOS, endometriosis. One of my clients, Gina, I love using her as an example. She's on there. I think I did her 2 weeks ago. She came to me, athlete, okay? Then I don't have a lot of pictures. Then I see comments coming in. Then she got older, COVID hit. She hit the perimenopause, okay? She ended up getting my story tied. She athlete growing up. She had a hysterectomy. Then on top of that, she did the lap band. She was on Ozempic. She got diagnosed with chronic fibromyalgia. She came to me, chronic bloating, thyroid issues. She had to sleep the whole weekend to have enough energy to play with her kids for 2 hours. She couldn't even train anymore, what she loved. She couldn't lose the weight. In 90 days, healing her gut, her energy's through the roof. She's back in the gym training 5 days a week because she loves it. She's eating more food than ever. And she dropped 25 pounds in those 90 days. Okay. This is the best part. She messaged me 2 months ago, which was a month post us working together. She was down 35. And then a month after that, 40 pounds. She is feeling her best self, guys. And it wasn't through Ozempic. It wasn't through doing all the extremes. That didn't work for her. Every time you yo-yo, it gets harder and harder to lose the weight. We did it through healing her gut, balancing her hormones. I'm like a crazy little hocus pocus girl with foot soaks and castor oil packs because I had to heal myself when no one could. And that's why I'm all holistic. I am an FDM practitioner and I have, kinesiology, the CSCS and everything, but I really do everything from what I learned healing my own body. I spent over $20,000 going to different doctors, having 150 colonics, and no one got me anywhere. I was stuck. I created my own game plan and that healed myself. And yes, I do work with men as well, one-on-one for digestive coaching. You can DM me ready on Instagram, or I'll put all my information in the show notes of this video on my YouTube for you as well. Now, I got one more for us. This is, I love this one. Gut dysfunction shows up as skinny fat and inflammation. So I see so many women, they're training hard, they're eating clean, but they feel puffy, they feel inflamed. It's not fat, it's inflammation in the body. Our lymphatic system, all the little cells throughout our body, all of that, it backs up from poor digestion. If you have low bile flow, I have a lot of clients that don't have a gallbladder. That affects your fat absorption, your absorption of your fat soluble vitamins as well. And if you have a lot of gut dysfunction, whether that be stress, whether that be yeast, candida, H. pylori, over exercising, not getting enough nutrition and calories in with our diet because we're fasting and doing all these things, hitting perimenopause, that triggers cortisol, throws off your hormones, and more belly fat. So you could be training so hard, eating the cleanest diet, and 99% of my clients are, but they feel stuck and unable to lose that weight. But the gut is really your missing puzzle piece. I really want you to go check out. I put up a video this week on gut health. I go live and do these at least twice a week with a new YouTube every Sunday, but you need to check out my channel because I share with you guys specifically how to transform your body, but not by cutting calories, not by doing the intermittent fasting, nothing that you've ever heard before. It's truly by healing your body. And that's how I get my clients to literally get off HRT, get their energy back, their sleep better than ever, heal from these crazy diseases. I even have a client with a really rare lung disease that she's supposed to die in 20 years. And she told me, Elizabeth, kid you not, I got my blood work done. I was running to, she was going to her specialist. She's like, I had to go and travel here. I had to stay in this hotel. Then I got lost and I was running to this place that should took me 8 minutes to get away. And her blood pressure always has been through the roof so bad. Her blood pressure was the lowest it's ever been. Her blood work best it's ever been, all through gut hormones and healing. And she has a rare lung condition, guys. Like, it shows you everybody's body is so unique. So if you need help, again, send me over that DM ready. I am truly, truly here to help in any way you guys heal your body. I do want to see if there's any questions. Someone says, what does castor oil do? I love using castor oil with some of my clients. What it does is I like to make it as a pack on my stomach. And if you check out my YouTube, there's a video on can't poop, try this. Your liver is on the little left side over here, and castor oil packs are amazing for detoxification. They also, if you use it on your stomach, could detach parasites from the intestinal lining, help with bowel regularity. You can use castor oil packs on different joints and everything to help inflammation, pain. People use it for hair growth. I'm going to be doing more YouTubes on different methods of using it, but I love using it as a form of detoxification or with chronic constipation. But you have to remember that if you have a lot of different health issues going on, things with your liver, Lyme disease, mold, parasites, you don't just want to add in these detox practices without having all of your, your liver working properly. You're breaking down your food, the bile and everything, because if you're not able to clear and you're trying to kill off and do these herbs and cleanses and all of that, your body's going to get stuck in a healing crisis and it's going to get worse. And I see that all the time with women going and doing all of these parasite cleanses and yeast cleanses and all these things, and they don't even know if they even have that. And we're destroying our gut microbiome, changing it when we don't even know what is going on. So it's really about, you really need to look at yourself as an individual, see what's going on with your body and get to the root cause. And that's what I do with my clients. So I love you guys. Check out the case studies playlist. Thank you for joining me today. And if you need help, hit me up. Mwah! Let's heal our guts. Let's transform our body and let's get our health back.